Hello friends, welcome to youtube.com oblique Dr. Vet channel. I am Dr. P.R. Patel, Professor and Head, Veterinary Medicine. Here we discuss important bacterial disease botulism. In part 4, we will discuss details of clinical signs in cattle and horses. Friends, here we will see clinical signs in cattle and horses and how the botulism signs are developed. The signs are caused by flaccid muscle paralysis because of toxin. The toxin prevents the release of acetylcholine at the motor end plates, that means neuromuscular junction. Acetylcholine is responsible for contraction of the muscle. That release of acetylcholine is prevented by the toxin. Due to prevention of secretion of acetylcholine at the motor end plate, there is a delay in passage of impulses down to the motor nerve. The contraction of muscles are delayed and there is generalized progressive paresis and finally paralysis. There is paralysis of important muscles, respiratory and cardiac muscle paralysis that causes the death of the animals. Now we'll see classical or characteristic symptoms in cattle and horses botulism. The signs generally appear within 3 to 70 days after ingestion of toxic material. Very short time. In some of the cases, occasionally, signs appear even within 1 day. The incubation period generally depends on the quantity or amount of toxin released and ingested. When there is short incubation period, 1 day, that means ingestion of more quantity of toxin causes a severe symptom in a short time. When the quantity of toxin ingested is more, the animal manifests acute signs. There is immediate death of animal without any prior clinical signs of illness. Few animals show complete anorexia. They don't take food or water a day before the death. There is no clinical signs, no fever, but there is immediate death without any pre-monitoring clinical findings. When the quantity of toxin is more, animal manifest acute symptoms. If it is very high, large quantity, animal manifest acute signs. Here we will discuss major important clinical findings. There is a drooling of the saliva. The onset signs of the botulism are very obvious. There are muscle tremors, fasciculations of the muscles, contraction or tremors on the face, and tremor of the whole limb. Initial important clinical signs in horse is colic. That is, colic is an important sign in horse. In horse, toxico-infectious botulism is observed. That means the Clostridium botulinum organism in the intestine and they produce toxin. Organism toxin are in the same animal. The condition is called as equine grass tetany because when the horse are on grass, the horse shows the tetanic symptom. Also, it causes degeneration of autonomic nervous system, so equine dysautonomia. And the most important clinical signs are development of progressive symmetrical muscular paralysis of muscles of leg, jaws, tongue, throat, and slowly progressive symmetric muscular paralysis of whole body. There is decreased tone of the tail become loose, tongue become loose, hanging out, and there is tone of the jaw is also reduced. Because of this, there is dysphagia. The animal find difficulty in chewing and swallowing of the food. There is partial paralysis or paresis or complete paralysis of the muscles of the limb and slowly the muscles of the whole body. The withdrawal reflex of the legs are very weak. Friends, in botulism, the characteristic sequence of paralysis is observed. The paralysis first starts from hindquarters, slowly progress to forequarters, then progress to head and neck, and finally the whole body. The animal assume external recumbency, sensation and consciousness is retained till end of the life. First there is external recumbency, then more relaxation of muscle, progressively lateral recumbency, there is great respiratory distress because there is paralysis of chest muscles. Finally, terminally, animal shows abdominal type of respiration because paralysis of chest muscle will not move. So only respiration by the abdominal muscles, abdominal type of respiration. And finally, complete paralysis of respiratory muscles, death of the animal. When more quantity of toxin is ingested for acute symptoms compared to less acute symptom and even less quantity of toxin consumed, subacute or chronic symptoms are observed. And occasionally in field cases, few cases are subacute or chronic. They show the mild signs. The animal becomes sick for 3 to 4 weeks and recover. There is a restlessness, incoordination of movement, all signs of paresis is there. There is mydriasis, dilatation of the pupil of the eye, ptosis, there is drooping of the upper eyelid due to paralysis of the eyelids. Because of paresis, paralysis, there is stumbling, knuckling, incoordination of movement, ataxia. Animal is unable to rise or unable to raise head because of the paralysis of the vocal cords. There is pronounced roaring sound with each respiration. In some cases, it is heard from a distance, and sometimes the roaring continues for even 3 months. That depends upon the period. Friends, here the skin sensation is present. Alertness and consciousness is still present until the end of the death. As there is progressive paralysis, there is terminal recumbency, with the head rested on ground or head is turned and rested on the flank, just like a posture of parturient paresis in a cow. But here in botulism, calcium treatment will not give any response, while for parturient paresis, there is response to the calcium therapy. The alertness and consciousness is maintained until the death of the animal. Due to paralysis of the jaw muscles, neck muscles and head muscles, there is difficulty in prehension and chewing of the food. Especially difficulty of prehension of hay, but animal continue to eat the concentrate. This condition may persist for even 3 weeks or even more. Generally because of the paralysis of respiratory muscles, neck muscles, head muscles, regurgitation muscles, there is aspiration of food or aspiration of the material into the lungs, causing the aspiraceous pneumonia, and that leads to the death of the animal. Friends, here we have discussed classical symptoms of botulism in cattle and horse. Progressive symptoms we have described. For the clinician, it is very important. Please share this information to veterinarians and veterinary students. Press like button to promote the channel, subscribe the channel. Thank you very much for observing this video.